So Nikke just introduced a new Rapture, or at least what seems to be a new Rapture, but the design of it has the community confused. Crystal Chamber is a brand new boss that will be introduced within the 10th season of Solo Raid. Its property is of the water element, meaning it's weak to electric enemies, and it's highly recommended to use shotgun or machine gun Nikkes to destroy it. But as I said earlier, what has the community confused is the design of the Crystal Chamber. It resembles an anticipated pilgrim Nikke known as Cinderella, aka Anachiro, and that's what really has the community hyped up. I do speculate that this is going to be the final boss within chapter 27 or chapter 28 that was confirmed during the 14th dev note. But does that mean we're going to see Cinderella in the main story? Well, let's break it down from what we know of Cinderella and what we see from this new boss. So when looking at this boss, you can see that it's completely surrounded by crystals, more of a defensive type boss rather than a attacking type boss, right? Of course, it's going to deal damage, but it does look like it's meant to be a heavenly defensive type boss. And that would resemble Cinderella heavenly because she is also like a defensive type Nikke. Now, Nikke did provide us some information about this boss, so let me read it out for you guys real quick. So the Crystal Chamber is an enormous special entity covered by unknown crystals that emit harmful wavelengths and light sources that ignite objects. The crystal has unique patterns and glows continuously. Not only are they terribly sturdy, but they also possess the ability to self-regenerate. The entity's goal and mode of locomotion remains ambiguous, and there are zero records about it. Even whether it is a rapture is unknown. Now, if you take a look at the bottom center of the Crystal Chamber, you will notice that the pattern resembles the exact same pattern on Cinderella's weapon. And even what I would like to believe are the arms do also kind of resemble Cinderella's weapon. Now, I'm sure some of you guys noticed, but some of the pilgrims in this game are actually based on some of the fairy tale princesses and even the main characters. We have Cinderella, Rapunzel, Snow White, Red Hood, and of course, Dorothy. And when it comes to Cinderella, we know her whole thing is the glass slipper. Now, even though it's called the glass slipper, if you look at it, it actually resembles a crystal very well. Not only that, the crystal scheme on the glass slipper is exactly the same as the one on the Crystal Chamber. Now, obviously, this is just my speculation, but I don't think it would be too far off to say Nikke was considering this at least when creating this Rapture. But I think the most obvious thing here is the simple fact that Nikke said in the information about the Crystal Chamber that this boss being a Rapture is actually unknown, which can actually indicate that it's a character just transformed, like Modernia and also Nylister, where they also happen to be heretics just like Cinderella. Now, we're actually gonna have to wait for chapter 27 and 28 to come out so we'll actually know what this is about, but it's safe to say that Cinderella might be coming sooner than we expect. Now, of course, I'm not gonna come here and say, yo, this means that she's coming 1.5 anniversary. But I do think that she can release the 2nd year anniversary. It would make sense since she would be in the story. And not only that, but I think by the 2nd year anniversary, we should get a character that can actually surpass Red Hood. And the only characters that are able to do that would be Lilith and Cinderella. At least that were introduced. I'm sure there's a lot more characters that have not been introduced that can smoke Red Hood, trust and believe. But from the characters that have been introduced, I think those two are the only ones that can do it and are only suitable for the 2nd year anniversary. Now, for the people who only care about Solo Raid, we do have some information about how this boss is going to play, so I'm going to read that for you guys real quick. And it says, the Crystal Chamber attacks with the skills the player selected. Be sure to select skills that are advantageous to your squad's composition. If the Crystal Horn is not destroyed within a certain time, it will unleash a powerful attack. Please quickly destroy the Crystal Horn when it appears. So it didn't give too much information, but I do think that the frames from this Solo Raid look really cool and probably are the best ones we've seen in a long time, so this is definitely something you guys are going to want to push for. Not only that, remember you can get upgrade materials for your Harmony Cubes, so it's very important that you at least attempt it. So this isn't necessary, but I am going to be leaving the Goddess Squad versus Cinderella fight in this video just so you guys can get a refresher of what Cinderella does and how she is. If you guys want to use that to compare to this new boss, feel free to do that in the comments down below. But I am going to have the outro after that video, so hope you guys enjoy.
みんな起きたか？んじゃ。やろうぜ。5対1でやられるわけにはいかないよな。ゴッテスだろ、勝利の女神だろ。 じゃあ勝たないとな。私が行きます。
体を使うのは野蛮だと言っていなかったかい？
怪物を相手になんて上品には戦えるはずないでしょ。気をつけろ、でかいのが来るぞ。
私が防ぎます。
おお、聖女様、大声も出せるんだな。
誰かさんのおかげです。
ガラスの靴が割れたな。パーティーは終わりだ。
So yeah, let me know what you guys think. That was the fight right there. If there's anything from the fight that I'm not catching that you might think resembles the boss and anything Cinderella did in that fight, or any of the dialogue that Nikke gave us that Cinderella was doing in that fight, definitely let me know down below in the comments. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you think that that boss is Cinderella, or if you just think the community is dragging it. I do personally think it is Cinderella. It just resembles her way too much. But at the end of the day, we have to just wait to see what that rapture or whatever that is really is, right? So for now, it's your boy Zxous. Make sure you guys subscribe and like. We're on the road to 20,000. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoy this one. And if you haven't, check out my last video where I did my first lore video on Lilith. I'm going to leave that down below in the comments. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.